Hey there, folks. I'm Mark, in affiliation with Spectrum Pulse, and we got the slowdown for the holiday glut of music. And it's Billboard BREAKDOwn.
I don't remember.
So I guess I shouldn't be that surprised we're getting a bit of a breather this late into the year. Again, I'm certainly not complaining. As the releases slow down, I can get more album reviews out on my main channel before the year end. But I am a little bit shocked that the Hot 100 has slowed down this much just to let the holiday music take over en masse. We're still in late November here, and while there are albums supposedly coming out next month, this feels like a weird surrender, and an early one at that. And to illustrate all this, our top 10, where yes, Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift is holding at number 1, but I don't think she's gonna face credible competition until the holiday music overtakes her, possibly even next week. Yeah, Rich Flex by Drake and 21 Savage has more streaming to keep it at number 2, but the radio growth has been slow, there's a considerable margin there, and yet the margin's robust enough to hold over Unholy by Sam Smith and Kim Petras at number 3, which rules the radio and has good enough sales and streaming to keep winning on the margins, at least over Bad Habit by Steve Lacy down to number 4, which is now seeing its radio slip into freefall with only streaming to prop it up. But this opens the door to the holiday music, as coming off the return, All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey leapt up to number 5, and Rocking Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee is back at number 6. The streaming's already there, this is just a matter of time before they go to the very top. Hell, they overtook I'm Good Blue by David Guetta and BB Rexa at number 7, which spent the week with real radio momentum, and as it was by Harry Styles down to number 8 as it looks to be fading finally for the year. But we're rounding out of the top 10 with 2 more Christmas songs, Jingle Bell Rock by Bobby Helms at number 9, and A Holly Jolly Christmas by Burl Ives returning to the Hot 100 at number 10. Again, this feels earlier than ever this year. Now that means some songs did get forced off, so in our losers and dropouts, there are a couple notable ones in the latter category. Unstoppable by Sia is finally gone, as is Wishful Drinking by Ingrid Andress and Sam Hunt, Music for a Sushi Restaurant by Harry Styles, and unfortunately Last Last by Burna Boy, which never really got that massive surge for which I was hoping. But as for our losers, folks, it's pretty much just either Drake and 21 Savage or Taylor Swift album bombs fading out. Let's start with the former. Major Distribution at 30, Spin About You at 31, Circle Loco at 37, On BS at 39, Pussy in Millions with Travis Scott at 47, Privileged Rappers at 62, Back Outside Boys at 66, Broke Boys at 68, Hours in Silence at 70, Jumbotron Ship Poppin' at 77, Treacherous Twins at 85, Middle of the Ocean at 99, and More M's at 100. Now for Taylor's losses. Bejeweled at 50, man, as a second single, it's not moving. Midnight Rain at 52, Maroon at 58, Karma at 65, You're on Your Own Kid at 67, Snow on the Beach with Lana Del Rey at 69, Vigilante Shit at 73, Question at 78, Mastermind at 84, Labyrinth at 89, and Sweet Nothing at 92. Finally, Die For You by Joji is continuing to lose at 96, and All Mine by Brent Faiyaz took a hit to 93. Can't say I'm really complaining about either of them, to be honest. Now on to our returns and gains. I'm probably most interested about the songs that are still managing to pick up traction even despite the influx of holiday music, like Just Wanna Rock by Lil Uzi Vert surging up to 21 thanks to a big music video, or Made You Look by Meghan Trainor maintaining consistent upward traction at 24. But then there's Until I Found You by Steven Sanchez, which saw a big spike to 45, because apparently the radio's really gotten behind it, and I guess it would make sense alongside stuff from the holidays. Also, Break My Heart by Rod Wave saw a nice boost off the debut to 76, but that is kind of to be expected given his album release. But the bigger story is in our returns, because outside of Down Home by Jimmy Allen returning to 97 for some reason, it's all holiday music. So let's run through it. It's The Most Wonderful Time by Andy Williams at 19, Last Christmas by Wham at 23, The Christmas Song by Nat King Cole at 34, Sleigh Ride by the Ronettes at 40, Let It Snow by Dean Martin at 41, Feliz Navidad by Jose Feliciano at 42, It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas by Perry Como at 43, and Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson at 48. More is still likely coming, but all it means is that we only have 2 new songs this week. That's right, 2. Gonna make picking the best and worst pretty damn easy. So might as well finish this off quick with number 95, Got It Right by Rod Wave.
Chasing out the paper, I don't care about where the party at. In a rose dolo getting loaded off a party pick. Heard my dog was hating and I could've caught a heart attack.
So I'll say this, Rod Wave and his producers are steadily trying to add more elements to his sound. The bass is a little bit overweight here, but the sharper metallic whirs around the piano, guitars, and vocal samples, they do add a slightly different texture to what we get here, especially given the haze of violence that surrounds Rod Wave's come-up. Now the song doesn't really go beyond some familiar territory, a lot of quiet warnings and threats, but ultimately gratitude for his fan base and newfound success and all the plans for the future. And I do think at some point a little bit more structure would help a song like this stand out, maybe a hook. But at the end of the day, Rod Wave's formula still really does work for me, and this is a good song. I'll take it. And finally, number 88, Down in Atlanta by Pharrell and Travis Scott.
Let him leave with it all. He ain't never been inside a city big, feeling small.
I was hearing weird things about the buzz around this, and not a lot of good either. Apparently this is a track coming from Travis Scott's next album. No word on the plans there or when it's dropping. I'm guessing probably maybe next year. And this was first premiered back in September, and, well, this might shock some of you, but I actually think this is pretty decent. Yeah, the content is disposable. Travis Scott's drug and brand name flexing, it's just not interesting or witty at this point. But I actually do like the production here. The sharper, sandy trap skitter at the lockstep pace with the bassy synth gurgle that quietly builds some deeper swell. The atmosphere, it's more minimalist, but it's effectively ominous. Even at the bridge tempo shift feels kinda awkward. Honestly, this instrumental could have just used a better rapper on top of it, but as it is, yeah, you know what, this is fine. I'll take it too. And yeah, obviously it is the worst of the week, but that's because it's the only option opposite Got It Right by Rod Wave, which is getting the best. Although I would argue the gap between them is a lot smaller than some will make out. Next week, more holiday music, unless there's something in the wings that surprised me, we'll have to see. Probably will mean the episode's kind of short again, but hey, after this previous year, I will take what I can get there. But until then, I'm Mark, you're watching Billboard Breakdown, affiliated with Spectrum Pulse, and I'll see you next time.